Hi, Scott Morgan back in the GON-TV studios. I'd like to kick off today's show with a conversation with Patrick Ernst from Pixia. Diane Roberts recently had a chance to talk with Patrick regarding Pixia's patented NUI technology, among other things. Let's listen in.
Hi, thanks for tuning in. We are now joined by Patrick Ernst, Vice President of Business Development for Pixia. Patrick offers us a unique perspective based upon his extensive experience in corporate sales and marketing prior to joining Pixia. We're happy to have you here with us today. Thanks for joining us. So what exactly is Pixia?
Pixia is a software company that focuses on data access. Specifically, we are trying to keep up and keep pace with the inordinate amounts of data that are being collected on a daily and hourly basis, and are taking a bit of a different approach from a software perspective as opposed to a brute force hardware perspective in making sure that you can access that data.
Tell us about your core invention, the NUI file format.
Right. The NUI format is essentially a container construct. The legacy way for accessing and handling data that is being collected is to break that up into tiny little files. This leaves a lot to be desired in terms of the ability to access individual elements. So what we've done is created in a software layer a container construct that allows you to drop those files in and deal with the data in a much more holistic fashion. The user then has the ability in their software that they are used to using to access that data, bring it into some of the standard electronic light tables and various different applications, and they experience a much better performance in bringing that data into their desktop.
Do you exhibit at Tech Days and GeoEnt, and why?
Yes, we have exhibited over at Tech Days and GeoEnt ever since the first GeoEnt, and we really enjoy the experience. It's a great opportunity to encounter other companies such as ourselves, moreover government customers, and really kind of cross-pollinate and get into some of the discussions with the various different GeoEnt professionals out there.
As a forward-leaning tech company, why are you a member of USGIF?
USGIF, I think, represents really a community, if you will, and fosters a culture of working together in the geospatial intelligence arena. It has helped us to break down a tremendous number of barriers to entry coming into this market from the commercial space and really become sort of part of the club, if you will, and understand what some of the requirements are coming out of the various defense services and intelligence community partners.
Makes me think Pixia, is not considered a large defense contractor. So what would you say to other smaller companies who are considering joining USGIF?
USGIF, again, I think is really a wonderful place for a smaller company to be able to interact with some of the other larger companies, particularly the systems integrators that play a very critical role in doing business with the government. It also is a great starting point for really learning the business and understanding what some of the needs are of our customers. So I really just can't say enough about USGIF. It's been a tremendous asset for our company, and I recommend it to anybody.
Is there anything I didn't ask you about the symposium or USGIF that you'd like to add?
Something that is memorable for me is the Tech Days we recently had that we presented at and exhibited at. And again, the exhibits are a great opportunity for us because we have a very visual technology to actually show demonstrations of our technology and not have to verbalize this or just put it in PowerPoint, but have users come through and be able to experience the technology advancements that we offer. So the recent Tech Days was a great example of that, and we had a number of folks from the Army and the Army Geospatial Imagery Conference come through as well. So there was a wonderful melding there of both strategic intel folks as well as tactical Army and other service combatant commanders coming together.
Thanks so much for sharing your knowledge today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Patrick Ernst, Vice President of Business Development for Pixia, has been our guest today. Back to you.